I'm Nate Cornett, the owner of Yellow Springs Brewery. We're a small microbrewery, 7-barrel, so that equates to 14 kegs of beer at a given time that we can produce. I will probably be the guy on the street selling the beer. I will be running the day-to-day operations alongside Jeffrey, and basically do everything from maintenance to brewing the beer.
My name is Jeffrey McElfresh. I'll be the lead brewer here at Yellow Springs Brewery. I'm going to be lead brewer here. Given that this is a 7-barrel brewery, really defining our role isn't that simple. We'll have to do everything. We'll have to brew the beer, we'll have to package the beer, we'll have to serve the beer. That means working at the bar. That means distributing out to local restaurants and bars. That means cleaning the bathrooms. It's all hands on deck, essentially. I have 13 years brewing beer. How many beers I've made, I'm not positive. I can tell you that out of the 80 BJCP recognized styles, that I've made 62 of them. Beer Judge Certification Program.
I've been brewing for maybe 3.5 years and haven't made near the amount of styles that Jeffrey has. That's why he is our lead brewer. I realized when I started out on this venture that I knew how much I didn't know, and so I knew that I needed to bring in someone more experienced than myself. And that was a pretty scary realization when you come to that and you're like, oh crap, now that I've got this, I need to actually be able to make beer. And so just being a home brewer and wanting to see the process on a bigger scale, I started volunteering at a brewery in Cincinnati, and they were nice enough to just let me come in and watch, and figured I could do it. So that's how it started. Turned in from I can do it to we can do it. It takes a lot more than just one person to make this happen. So it's been a huge learning process. The local Yellow Springs community is who I really want to satisfy. In the Dayton area, I'm not concerned with trying to take over the state or 3 states or be a regional brewery at this point. We just want to make the best product and hope to satisfy all beer drinkers. We want to make this a comfortable place and have people come back and back again.
We buy locally wherever it's possible. We bought some hops from a small grower in Fort Recovery, Ohio, who's growing organic hops, although they're not technically allowed to call them organic at this point. But that's a big part of a beer's profile, and not just the hops, but the local produce that goes into it and defining its flavor profile. I mean, it's just huge. So these hops that we got from Fort Recovery, they have the same breed name as a major commercial hop, but they really taste a lot differently because of where they're grown.
Huge difference.
Yeah. What sets us apart from, the major players, AB InBev, even, really Great Lakes and Sam Adams, is capital. That's really the main difference. They're able to put in a ton of equipment, pay for a ton of chemical sanitation, and just do a lot of things that as a small brewer in America, your hands are tied. It's a very capital intensive entry. That's the money part. What sets us apart really is that unique product and our flexibility to make it. So we can take hops from Fort Recovery and brew with them on a small scale and figure out how we want to use them, and then step them up into the brewery really, really quickly. If it works, fantastic. And if it doesn't, it's not difficult for us to leap onto the next thing. We're not tied into making a single beer that tastes identical to itself every single time. But there's a niche for us, and it's growing, and get ready, because people want more.